Welcome back to Iraqi Dinar News Updates, your reliable source for the most accurate and timely information on the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong. If you're holding IQD or VND, or simply tracking global financial shifts, you're in the right place. We bring you verified insights, expert commentary, and essential updates you won't find anywhere else. Imagine waking up in a country where the value of your money shifts depending on where you choose to exchange it, whether at an official bank or with someone on the street. This isn't a hypothetical for millions in Iraq, it's their daily financial reality. In a landscape where currency exchange rates vary wildly, one bold figure is proposing a transformative solution. That voice is Deputy Prime Minister Ala al-Saadi, and his proposal to dismantle the black market and eliminate 3 zeros from the Iraqi dinar may reshape the country's financial trajectory. But why is this proposal so critical, and how could it alter life for everyday Iraqis? To understand the stakes, we need to examine what the black market truly represents in Iraq. It's more than just a side hustle or back-alley trade. It operates as a full-fledged parallel economy, operating beyond the reach of regulation. It flourishes where there is corruption, weak institutional oversight, and foreign meddling. In Iraq's case, this underground market doesn't just blur transparency, it disrupts the nation's economic stability. Worse still, it provides an avenue for foreign players, particularly those with interests aligned with Iran, to manipulate currency flows to their advantage, siphoning off financial potential that rightfully belongs to Iraq. Al-Hadi's initiative targets this deeply entrenched issue. He proposes 2 groundbreaking reforms: dismantling the black market and slashing 3 zeros from the dinar. At a glance, these appear to be technical changes reserved for economists and central bankers. But at its core, this plan is about sovereignty, trust, and long-overdue structural transformation. It's about restoring faith in Iraq's financial institutions and creating a clean, dependable system for ordinary Iraqis to engage with. One of the key moves already in motion involves rerouting 95% of cash payments for imports through official banks. This isn't just a clerical adjustment. It's a bold crackdown on the shadow economy. By funneling foreign payments through licensed financial institutions, the government gains oversight and traceability. It becomes significantly harder for illicit actors to game the system. In effect, the cash trail becomes visible, and that visibility breeds accountability. Businesses and citizens are now more incentivized to utilize legal channels, increasing taxable income and national revenue. This shift is setting the stage for the second half of al-Saadi's plan, removing 3 zeros from the dinar. Imagine going to the grocery store and seeing a price tag that reads 25 dinar instead of 25,000. The actual value remains the same, but the psychological and operational effects are profound. Reducing the numerical value simplifies transactions, accounting, and government bookkeeping. It also sheds the weight of a currency historically viewed as inflated and unwieldy. This redenomination doesn't automatically create wealth, but it cultivates confidence. That confidence, in turn, stabilizes inflation expectations and encourages investment. However, none of these reforms will succeed without one crucial ingredient: public trust. For these plans to work, Iraqis must believe in the process and the institutions implementing them. They must be shown through consistent transparency and honest dialogue how these changes will affect their daily lives. If people misunderstand the intention behind these shifts, fear will spread, skepticism will grow, and reform will falter. That's why the government must go beyond issuing announcements. They must engage directly with the public through financial literacy campaigns, town hall meetings, and accessible online resources. This is especially important considering Iraq's complicated history of economic reform. Broken promises and failed initiatives have left deep scars. When people ask whether their salaries will decrease or whether prices will climb, they are voicing valid fears. It's up to the government to address these fears honestly and directly. When people see prices stabilize and experience safe, efficient banking, they will no longer fear change, they will support it. Zooming out, this effort also represents a geopolitical pivot. Curbing black market reliance means reducing external financial influence. Iranian-affiliated networks have long exploited Iraq's economic loopholes to shift value and power in their favor. Tightening control over the dinar and routing money through legitimate channels diminishes these networks. That's not just financial housekeeping. That's reclaiming sovereignty. But again, this must be seen as a domestic initiative, one that benefits the Iraqi people, not one carried out to placate international partners or antagonize neighbors. What we're witnessing is the early construction of a new financial foundation for Iraq, removing zeros, routing transactions through formal banks, and clamping down on illicit exchanges all point toward the same goal: an economy based on laws, not loopholes. It's about telling Iraqis their currency matters, their effort matters, their government is working not just in theory but in tangible reform. Crucially, defeating the black market won't require brute force. It will dissolve through irrelevance. When the official financial system is strong, transparent, and fair, people will naturally migrate toward it. Already, reports suggest fewer individuals are turning to street-side dealers. Legal exchanges are on the rise. Confidence is returning, slowly but undeniably. Iraq stands at a pivotal moment. With sustained reform, real transparency, and citizen buy-in, the nation can become a case study in post-conflict economic renewal. It can move from a place of reaction to one of leadership. A dinar backed by policy, trust, and value can become a symbol of progress rather than pain. The question now is whether Iraq's leadership can see it through, and whether its people are ready to believe again.